Hello everyone, in this video let's talk about variable length arguments. So these arguments we can also call them as arbitrary arguments. So these are classified into two types. Non-keyword arguments, that is asterisk args. So in this format we will represent non-keyword arguments, and second one is keyword arguments. Double asterisk KWARGS, quarks, that means KW stands for keyword, ARGS means arguments. Okay, so first coming to non-keyword arguments. So when mainly we will use these non-keyword arguments means, suppose for example I don't know in advance how many number of arguments I want to pass. Okay, within the function call, how many number of arguments I am going to pass, I don't know in advance. So in such cases you have to represent this star of arguments. Okay, arguments is nothing but that is asterisk of arguments, that is argument is nothing but it is a variable name. So asterisk followed by variable name, you have to use this in the function definition, not in the function call. Okay, so if you pass like that, then the Python interpreter can understand that the user does not know in advance how many number of arguments he wants to pass. Okay, so internally how this will be represented means in the form of tuple data type. Okay, internally non-keyword arguments are represented in the form of tuple data type. Tuple data type is nothing but iterative sequence of just like list, iterative sequence, the representation will be there. Okay, so see here I am taking an example. Okay, so let me execute this example so that you can understand easily. So go to Python idle. So open a file, go to a new file. Okay, so here I am taking the function def, the function name is greet. Okay, so I don't know how many people I am going to pass this message, so star of names. Okay, that is asterisk of names followed by colon. So here asterisk of names, this is my non-keyword argument. Okay, so just I want to show the data type. Internally it is represented as tuple data type, no, so I want to print the type of the names. Okay, so here now within the for loop, for name in names, so name is a variable. I just want to print a message, good morning, comma name. Okay, so this is my function definition. Now I am to call the function. So greet of greet of, so here I am going to write the names, some Rama, comma John, comma Sam. Okay, so this is my program. Okay, let me save the program. Okay, now I am going to run the program. See, so here internally as it is represented as a iterative sequence, so it will be stored in the form of a tuple data type. So that's why print of type of names. Okay, so it represents class tuple. Okay, the data type is tuple data type. Next, as it is iterative sequence, so for iteration we have to use loop. So that's why here I am using loop, for loop. Name is the iterative variable, in is the membership operator, names here this one. Okay, so it is a non-keyword argument, right? So I want to print good morning message, that means good morning, comma name. So here this is the function call. So the function from this function call, once this call is done, so the cursor goes to this function definition. So here this is asterisk of names. So this names variable, it stores these three variables, right? These three names, Rama, John and Sam. Okay. So print types of names, class tuple. It is a data type of tuple. Okay. So for name in names, now name is assigned with Rama, right? Because names variable contains these three. So first name is assigned with Rama. So print good morning, comma Rama. Okay. Again the cursor goes to the for loop. Right. Again name is assigned with now John. So print good morning, comma John. Again the cursor goes to the for loop. Now name is assigned with Sam. So print good morning, comma name, that is Sam. Okay. So again the cursor goes to the for loop. Now name variable does not contains anything. So it will just come out of the loop. So like this program is executed. So here asterisk of names, it is a non-keyword variable, non-keyword argument. So when we have to use this, initially at advance, if I don't know how many number of arguments I am going to pass within the function call, then I have to use this asterisk of non-keyword variable, non-keyword argument. Okay, so this is nothing but a variable name. It is called as a non-keyword variable name. Okay, so that's about non-keyword arguments. Now let's talk about keyword arguments. So within the variable length arguments, the second one is keyword arguments. So here we will pass two asterisk symbols followed by the parameter name. Okay, so this syntax you have to use within the function definition, not in the function call, within the function definition. Okay, you have to pass this syntax within the function definition as a parameter. So double asterisk followed by the argument name or the parameter name. So nothing but it is a keyword argument that acts as a keyword argument. So when you have to use this syntax means, so in advance if you don't know how many keyword arguments you are going to pass within your function, so then you have to use this syntax within the function definition. So internally if you pass like this means, so internally the function receives a dictionary type of arguments. That means internally it will be stored as a dictionaries. The data is stored as a dictionary data type. Okay. So because in keyword arguments we will follow key equal to value syntax. So the same syntax we will follow in the dictionaries also. Okay. In dictionaries the objects will be stored in key equal to value syntax, right? So let me show with an example. So for that, go to Python idle. So open a new file. So see here def. So here I am taking person as the function name. So here I am just passing double asterisk followed by data. Okay. So here I am just going to print the data. So internally how this will be stored in the format of dictionaries, right? So that's why I am going to show that also. Type of data. How the data is represented, that will display here, right? So here I am making a function call. This is the function definition, right? So now function call is person of. Now here I am sending some data. Name equal to, take some name, John. Age equal to some 20. Okay, and his salary is 50,000. Okay, and his education is BTech. Okay, so this is the data I am going to pass. So first save the file, give some name. Okay, save it. Now run the module. So see here, so name equal to John, age is 20, salary is 50,000, education is BTech. So that value is printed and the data type is dict data type, that is dictionary. So internally the data is represented in the form of dictionaries, because here I am using key equal to value syntax, right? Key equal to value syntax. So these keys are nothing but variable names. Okay. So here how the program execution will be done means, first initially this is the function call. So once the function call is made, what happens? The cursor goes to the function definition. So within data, okay, within this keyword argument, these values are stored, right? So print data means, so all these values are printed on the output screen. Next, print type of data. So what is this data type? Type function will return the data type, right, of this variable data, of this keyword argument data. So it is of a dict data type, dictionary data type. So that's why print type of data means the output is class dict data type. Okay. So keyword arguments internally, this will be stored as dictionaries. Okay. So that's about keyword arguments. Thank you.